Well, thank you very much for your business. I'm going to introduce the skulls to you, and I'm going to show you how to hold them. The first thing I want to show you is the lovely Marie Antoinette. As you can see, she's a smaller skull than Igor. She's easy to handle, she's nimble, she's quick, she's got these beautiful designs all over, a very mystical skull, and I like to use her a lot in the game. We also use Igor, who is also a very nimble and quick skull, but a little bit larger. And as you can see, you get an extra comedy entrance with him. You can put the eyeball in either one of these sockets like this, you see, and you can carry it into the game, and then you just pull it out, and you've got an entrance right there for it. Now, I want to show you how to hold the skull. But first I want to show you how to hold a general nut. Now this right here is what we call a shagbark. This is based on a hickory nut, and I made these about 10 years ago. I've been using them in my game ever since, and it's a very simple grip that you use with this. You use what's called the Beaumont grip. The Beaumont grip, you make a little V right here between your thumb and the first joint of your middle finger, and then you just stick it up against the back of the shell, press back on the nose of the shell with your index finger, and you now have the Beaumont grip. The purpose of the Beaumont grip is so that you can catch the pea, because you'll find that when you put your shell down on top of the perfect pea and you push forward like this, the pea will roll out under the shell into what we call the pinch here between the middle finger and the thumb. That's the pinch. It's a real easy thing to learn. It takes you about a minute to learn how to do this properly. And then you can do one of two things to get that pea back in. You can either draw the shell back like this and leave the pea in the pinch, or you can draw the shell back, allow the pea to drag on the surface, and then when you lift up the shell, the pea is right there. Once again, the pinch is a very easy thing to learn, and you're using the Beaumont grip here with a normal shell to do it. But to do this with the skulls, I was showing Rose Red one day how to do this, and I had the regular Beaumont grip on top of the skull, and I was just moving around, and Rose Red said, you know, the problem there is you're not showing off the skull. Nobody can see the skull, all they can see is your finger. Is there any other way you can hold this shell so that you can do the show? And I said, well, no, the Beaumont grip's the only way. If I was to hold it right here, well, Lordy, of course I can hold it right there. If I take a grip with that finger right underneath that eye socket on that bone right there, I have a very secure grip, a modified Beaumont grip that we can call Rose Red Skull Grip. And that's why we call it Rose Red Skull Grip. It's a real simple grip. You just hold it the same way as the Beaumont grip, only you move your finger right over here under the eye socket. That's all you have to do with this. Now, and it works just the same. You put the cavity right here, you put the chamber right there on top of the pea, you press forward on the skull, you push forward on the skull, the pea rolls out into the pinch. You draw back on the skull, the pea rolls back under the skull. It's a very simple move. All you got to do is practice it a little bit so that you can get good at it. And then just to make things easy, what you want to do is you want to get used to taking it out from under one skull like this and putting it back under another one like this. You see, that's how you're going to move the pea from one skull to the other.